freshmen potentially change the type of team you are this season?
It's just one match, but they're very competitive, they're very talented, and they are very confident to come in and compete and play. As you saw today, we don't miss a beat putting them in there. I mean, we have 4 freshmen in there at times, so I've been really, really impressed with them. And you get 5 to come in January. That shows you how bad they want to be a part of this and get going right away and try to play right away.
What did Harford do to kind of earn that starting back spot?
She's just been really consistent, stat-wise, in practice every day. She's been performing at a high level very consistently, and she's been passing well. So you're going to play 6 rotations. You got to be able to pass. And she's done just a great job managing all the skills, and as you can see, she can get some big kills. So one thing I wasn't sure about was their blocking, which is high school kids when they get to us, they have no clue how to block. Because they're just athletes, but she did a really nice job tonight. She pretty much shut down their best player. And she was matched up on her and did a really good job. So but you can see she can fly.
Each of these cities you go to kind of add their own touch to the spring match. What did Central City do unique or add to it?
I'll tell you this felt like it's a Final Four in a way, just with the gifts, everything we went to, the hotel, how it was all set up. I mean, that's what it feels like. You go to Final Four, you get all, everybody's just fired up. You're there, giving you gifts, and treating you, giving the red carpet treatment, and then playing this facility. This is a really, really nice facility. We have we have better locker rooms here than some of the Big Ten schools. And the court was great, the venue was great. I think everybody had a great seat tonight. And then you got TV and radio here. Look at this. I mean, where else is this going on for a spring match? So it just had a really big time feeling, and I think it was really good for our players to go through that. The freshmen all think this is like this every game we play.
What did you see from Merritt just today, and having her speak? What have you seen that solidified her as a leader?
She's a special human being. I mean, she wants to be a 3rd grade elementary school teacher, so she is asserting herself as in a leadership role in our team. That's why I wanted her to speak. You can see she did a great job. She was a little nervous tonight, and she's played in some big matches, but again, the first time you play in this environment and play for Nebraska, she was trying a little hard tonight, and we finally got her settled down a little bit, and she did great. But yeah, she's a great addition to our program.
Where have you seen the freshmen grow the most from the start of spring to now?
Just learning how to go hard every day, and not rely on their athletic ability. We can shut Andy down every day in practice, and so because she hits the same shot all the time. So till you see her, and we're trying to get her to be more creative, but so she doesn't do this in our gym, what she did tonight. So just not relying just on athletic ability, but just learn how to be really good volleyball players and do it every day. That's been the biggest jump they've made, and I've challenged them with that.
How do you think your 2 centers played?
I thought they both did really well. I mean, we're trying to go a little faster tempo. You can see when it all clicks, it looks really good. It's hard to defend. And I thought both of them, they did some really good things. They had their moments where they struggled a little bit, and that's, this is essentially their first match, second really scrimmage against somebody else, and I thought, and they both had a really good spring. They're competing. It's going to be a battle.
I know you're focused on this year, but having no seniors on the roster, how much confidence does that give you just in the future of your program?
Well, we got this group for 2 years now, so they have a chance to really go, and so we'll see, how it goes. But they're fun to be around, and as I tell them, I would pay to watch practice.
How'd the boots come to be?
So I did well, first of all, Kelly's dad has been bugging me ever since she's been a Husker. Like, when are you going to wear cowboy boots for a match? And I said, well, I really don't have any. And then Dr. Duga, our orthopedic surgeon, he wears cowboy boots, and he's always like, you need to wear cowboy boots for a match, So a few years ago, I did a speaking deal up here, and there's a guy, and both of them got boots made from Russ up here in Central City. He custom makes boots. So I did a speaking thing. I said, I'll do it, but I get a pair of boots out of it. That's how I got a pair of custom made boots. I mean, they measure you and everything. It's, it's like getting a prom dress.
So did all those circumstances make you decide you're
Well,
going
yeah,
to this
because
time?
we're here, and we've got UNL rodeo next week, and I practiced with them a little bit and trying to help them out with the big project of building an equine sports center there, and so I just thought and people in Nebraska, west of Lincoln, love it. And so I just wanted to show them respect, and I should be at a branding today. My plan was to be at a branding out in the Sandhills today, but when football went to the 22nd, we had to move a week later to come out here. This was all supposed to be last week, and so it knocked out my branding.
How often will you wear this in the future?
Well, I got the Adidas on, but we'll see. So we're paid by Adidas to wear their stuff.
Have you ridden Trev's present with the motorcycle?
I've been on it, and we're talking about maybe riding that in to the stadium match because everybody wants me to ride a horse in, but I've talked to some horse people that are a lot smarter than I am, and horses could be freaked out by that, so I'm gonna have to drug them up, which I don't really want to do that.
They never asked you to ride in the motorcycle introducing the new Burpee at the spring game?
No, they didn't. That was Randy Goebel that rode Herbie out. So, but that thing is sitting down in the vanny right now, right next to my roping dummies.
You've seen a lot of incredible things from this fan base this week, selling out the Memorial Stadium match, and then today. I mean, we talked about it earlier this week, but can you put into words just how meaningful this is for you?
This week has been mind-boggling to me. I mean, it's just the example I've been saying is we have a chance to have a really great 2024 class. And we were talking like, okay, so let's say last summer we're telling them, hey, here's the deal. We're going to come to Central City, play in front of a sold-out crowd, TV, everything, and then we're going to play a stadium match in front of 85,000. So you guys need to come to Nebraska because you know what? There's no place like it. How many of those kids do you think are going to believe that, and their families are going to believe that? They're going to think we're, talking crazy. So, and here it is. I mean, it just happened all this week, and so. I talked to our girls about just having the attitude of gratitude, like, you guys, this is unbelievable. Nobody's experienced this, is going through this, and no other college program is doing this. And so they need to really appreciate it and embrace it and enjoy it.
What do you think of the play overall by your kids?
I thought both us and Wichita State played some really good volleyball for spring. And I was impressed with some of the things Wichita State did, and we did some really great things. We had our moments, but again, it's our first match, really, and but I was pleased overall that how we kind of just moved on to the next point and played some pretty consistent volleyball.
How special is Merritt? I mean, she's here for 4 months, and they're already select her as a captain for the team. And what is
She hasn't been selected as a captain. We're going to do that in Brazil, but she has definitely stepped up as somebody who wants to lead. And again, I just think any player that wants to be a teacher and maybe a coach, and we have a whole team of them, they're just wired a little different about taking care of people and leading people. I mean, that's what they want to do. That's what I want to do. And so for them to get to do it at this level with this type of team and all the great players we have is pretty special. And she's really embraced it, and those guys will follow her anywhere.
Bergen set some medals. She set the back row. What sets showed how she's a little ahead of the level of most freshmen?
Yeah, that's a good question. She's the great ones have things you can't coach. It's in them, and she's got a lot of work to do, but she's just got a great instincts. And again, those aren't things we've taught her. It's just who she is, and she has a great feel. I can't explain it why and why some people have it, some people don't, but she has a great feel. She just knows when to set things at the right time.
Laney also made a lot of big plays today. What does she add to your defense?
Well, you guys saw how athletic she is, and I have told her, I've never told a player this, I said, you could play a whole game and never touch the ball and you're still worth 3 points because of her energy and her belief in her teammates and her conviction that we're going to win the next point. She just has that magnetic personality that is contagious and helps these guys believe, and then when she does make plays, it's just like times 10. You saw that play she made. I mean, who else is making that? So, so that was unreal.
Are you glad this is the year you get a foreign tour to get some more time and practices to figure out lineups and combinations?
Totally, because we need the work, and this gives us a great opportunity. And the fact that we don't have any seniors, we've got a full roster. We're not waiting for freshmen to come in, so it's an ideal time to do that. So we're really excited about that.
Are you going to keep practicing, or was this it for the spring?
This we got to take. We can go a little, like 4 hours next week, which will come in for 2 days, and then they have dead week, finals week, and then we'll start training on May 20th, graduation day. So we don't have anybody graduating, so we can go as soon as they get the stage taken down out of the Devaney. So they'll get a little bit of a 2 week break, and then it's a grind from there. We'll go train 9 days, and then I think we're 14, 15 days in Brazil.
All right.
You guys want to go on Brazil?